really pleased to be talking today to Rona, who's a dog trainer here in East Garston and runs a business called Pause for Transformation. And I can see you've got some lovely dogs with you at home there, Rona. Who's that?
Absolutely. So we've got Jake here. He is my rescue Sprolly, and then we've got Mia over here, who we've had as a puppy.
Lovely. And so obviously you cannot do any of your normal classes at the moment. You can't do one-to-ones or group classes that you would normally do in a field in an open space. So what is it you're able to offer people online at the moment?
Yeah, so I've started some online classes, and there was quite a lot of, oh, how on earth would dog training work online? But I've teamed up with 3 other great dog training colleagues, and we've put together a 6-week online course that people have lifetime access to. So once you've bought the course, then that's it. It goes into 6-week chunks, but you can have it for as long as you like and go back into it, check things out, and rediscover other exercises with your dogs. And as well as that, they also get access to a closed Facebook group where I encourage people to ask questions, and I will leave tips, tools and techniques for people there, and give them as much support as they want, and they can upload videos, so that's great to see how the dogs are progressing. And then also on top of that, I also do a 30-minute Zoom session for 6 weeks. Each week, just to check in how they're going this week, what exercises have they practiced with their dog, what might they like in terms of live coaching. So then we'll do some live coaching around the exercises, and I can give them live feedback at the time. So that's working really, really well. Yeah.
So if your client has Zoom on their phone, presumably, and they can walk around and show you.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's either, I mean, I say Zoom, it's either Zoom, or we sometimes do WhatsApp video, just anything that I can see both them and their dog, and they'll take it out into the garden, and we make sure that they're working between 2 kind of rocks or whatever, so that they're within my eye line. I can give them really good feedback, and it sort of works as it would be face to face, really. So
that's fantastic. Well. So you could be coaching dogs all over the world right now.
Well, absolutely. That is so true. Each garden. Yeah.
And obviously you don't know when you're going to be able to go back in the field, but in the meantime, I know that you've got advice for people who have been spending a lot of time very close contact with their dogs during lockdown period, and this is all going to start changing, and I know that you've got some really important advice that people might not be aware of. This might be an issue for the dogs.
Yeah, I think a lot of my clients have been sort of contacting me to say, what do we do to prepare our dogs for lockdown? They've been with me for the last 8 to 10 weeks, maybe even longer, 24/7, and I've loved it, they've loved it. But actually, how do I prepare my dog for now? I'm going to go back to work. I'm going to be going back either part-time or full-time. What should I do? Because I'm worried about my dog missing me, and having that kind of bit of separation anxiety, really. So what I've been saying to people is it's really, really important to prepare your dog, if you can, before you actually leave them again. You know, our dogs, a bit like us, when we first went into lockdown, it was really disorientating for everybody, wasn't it? Suddenly you didn't have a job, the world that you had known around you wasn't the same. And that felt really, really difficult for most people, and our dogs feel it too. And I think sometimes we forget they're part of the family, and actually they are really going to feel the fact that you have now gone back to work, and there is that separation piece. So what I would suggest is that people, if you haven't already, they're gorgeous, if you haven't already, then think about maybe having a dog walker or a dog sitter come in and just see the dog once or twice during the day, again, just to give them a little bit of human company. I think while you're at home and preparing to go back to work, then make sure that you are leaving your dog every so often, once or twice a day, just for 10 or 15 minutes. You know, just take the rubbish out and go for a little walk yourself. Or do something that you wouldn't normally do, perhaps without the dog with you. and leave them that little bit of time just so that they start getting used to being left on their own.
Okay.
And I think another really, really pertinent point is giving them lots of mental enrichment activity to do. So what that will do is to get them licking and sniffing and chewing is a really, really, it releases dopamine and serotonin in their brain and makes them really, really calm. So it's a nice calming thing to get them to do. And things like giving them a licky mat, and or a Kong filled with nice yummy stuff, and just again leaving them to settle with that while you go out for 10 or 15 minutes. By the time you get back, they should be nice and calm. What I would say, Penny, is if your dog already suffered from separation anxiety before lockdown, then clearly that is something you may need to get some help with on a more solid basis. But if it's just that you've been with your dog for a few weeks and actually they've got very, very attached to having you there, then just do that little bit of separation behind baby gates so that they can see you, but they can't perhaps follow you everywhere, because I don't know about everybody else, but this one certainly has become a follower. Everywhere I go, he goes.
I think I think our cats are feeling the same way as well. They seem to
Same
be
way.
us. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really difficult for our pets. You know, we tend to just forget that they have this, you know, we are their world, and they've so loved having us at home for the time that they've had us at home. It's been so unique for them. And now it's time to kind of turn that on its head again. It's going to be difficult for them.
So when you mentioned having a dog walker in or a dog sitter in, presumably they can still operate.
Yes, they can actually still operate, and obviously it depends how comfortable you are with them coming into the house. But if you were out at any point, then then that's fine for them to come in. So yes, they are still operating.
And if somebody wants to start using one and hasn't used one before, is there an introduction process? Do you introduce the new?
Oh, definitely, absolutely. Yeah, there would be a meet and greet, I think is what they call it. Yeah, definitely. They would want to come in and see the dog, and it may be outside that you do that first and foremost. And yes, there is a definite protocol for doing that.
Okay. So just in the meantime, could you just let people know how to contact you if they want some support? Now, it might be somebody who's just got a new puppy, or somebody who's spending time at home, more time with their dog, and realise that it's got some habits that they'd rather fix.
They didn't have. Yes, absolutely. So I think the best way of contacting me is either via my email address, which is hello@pausefortransformation.co.uk.
And that's PAWS.
Yeah, and the figure 4 and then transformation.co.uk. My phone number, which I'm quite happy for people to contact me via the phone, is 0797 662 0840. Or indeed on my website, which is www.pausefortransformation.co.uk. And there's lots and lots of information on there. My Good Dog Level 1 course, the online course, is on there, and they can get in contact with me either of those ways.
Okay. Thank you so much, and best of luck with hanging in until your business can go back to normal.
Oh, thank you very much, Penny. It's been great. I'll be very happy to help anybody that needs help with their dog.